535 trips, 9 months, a power host on this platform with over 20 vehicles we're managing out here in Las Vegas. Let's tap in. Turo is a booming industry. It's going to be a booming business. If you guys are still debating, you're probably looking at this video thinking, should I get started? If you have another vehicle, if you have a chance to get a vehicle for a good deal, I'd hop on. And I'll give you guys a few reasons why. I started in summer 2021. We're out here in Las Vegas. It's a place where a lot of tourists come. So it just made sense. It made sense all around. I looked at the landscape, the marketplace, and there's a lot of Turo hosts on the platform that are in Las Vegas. So I knew that it is a place that people are continuously renting. I mean, there's renters out here with tons of trips on certain vehicles. So I already had that intuition, and also my partner. So we just kind of we went all in. We saw the future of where this business was going. Even in the midst of all the craziness in the world, we still decided to take a leap of faith, walk by faith through all this, and it's been doing pretty well. Now, why is Turo about to boom going into the summer? Well, I'll tell y'all, we started summer 2021 and we were getting bookings for our economies around this time for like $60, $67. We were getting high daily rates for our economies just starting off. So it was interesting. Like at the day that we posted our very first vehicle, it was a BMW X1, a white one. It got booked within that same day. So we knew that something was going on this platform. So what we're going to be talking about today are the reasons why it kind of came up to this, and why and how you guys should be preparing going into summer 2022 on the Turo platform. We can't always predict what's going to happen, but based on what's been going on in the marketplace, we can really have a direct hit on how to move and how to grow and how to build. And that's why we kind of went all out, not like most Turo renters or host. We went all out with our fleet, and not what the average person should be doing, but we have a lot of different businesses to kind of back this up. And we have the Lord, we have God, thank the Lord. But as we're going into this season of figuring out, hey, was this a great way to go into, and what's the future of the car rental business, there's a lot of writing on the wall that as you're just looking at the current landscape, that we can actually see what's going to happen and how we can position ourselves in an industry that can possibly make us a lot of good money. And not just a lot of money, but just create a good business, a solid business model, right? It might be a side hustle. It might be something part-time that you're doing. Whatever that is, if you can add an extra few $100 a month to your income, what's the downside? So there's a few things that we can look at when it comes down to the writing on the wall. One of them is the global chip shortage, right? Back in 2020, which kind of launched all this. So global chip shortage. Another one is the semiconductor shortage. And all this just spins around, pretty much dealerships not being able to produce cars at scale. I heard one of the dealerships, I forgot which one, but they're estimated just this year, to have 25 to 30,000 less vehicles all around the United States. So it really says a lot on what's going on and how it's pretty much hurting that industry. But then again, with this happening, think about the car rental industry. So there's going to be a need for car rentals. There's going to be a need because of all the shortages that are going back. And then another part of that is just this last month in February 2022, I'm out here in Las Vegas, so I'm just doing market research. There was an average of 35% increase in used cars. 35% increase in used cars as far as like how much they're worth. Okay, the value is going up, and usually a vehicle's value does not go up over time. It depreciates. It's not like an appreciating asset like a house. Okay, so again, as we're looking at the landscape, we see that the global chip shortage is affecting a ton of different umbrella industries within the car industry, the car space, all in all. And I know you guys might think, well, if used cars are going up, then why would it make sense for me to purchase one? I'll tell y'all this. I purchased a whole bunch of vehicles, me and my partner, in the worst possible climate of purchasing vehicles over the last 10 years. But we've managed to find a way and build systems around consistently getting our cars rented, and to the ability to be able to sustain ourselves while still making profit. And if you guys are willing, I don't think I'm the average type of person when it comes to thinking, mindset, but I think these kind of businesses, these side hustles, they build you up. They teach you a lot about marketing, sales, customer service, which is why I say, hey, if you want to take a risk with one car and you can pay off the car note month to month, whether it gets rented or not, then it's worth taking a risk because it's about to be a booming industry. So I'm going to just talk about 3 ways on how to optimize your fleet or just the vehicles that you guys are going to be probably possibly getting rented on the Turo platform. Maybe you guys are thinking about it, and maybe you have a blessing that's opening up a door, an opportunity for you to have a vehicle, and how you guys are going to be able to make additional income going into summer 2022 on this platform. There's big companies like Hertz, Enterprise, Avis. These are big companies where people have experienced long lines. There's long lines. They've been waiting for hours. They plan bookings ahead of time, and they weren't able to get a car because of the car shortage. And they're even bumping up their prices like crazy, these big companies. So they cannot compete when it comes to Turo. And a lot of people that you're going to be getting onto this platform are going to be new people. A lot of our people, 70-80% of the people that are renting from us, way more, are legit first time. And we thank them. We're like, hey, you guys are going to have the greatest experience. We know the full process from A to Z, and we're going to help you. We're going to walk you through. We're going to make sure you guys are comfortable, and we're really accommodating. And this is how you're going to win. This is how you're going to win when it comes to repeat customers. We get a lot of repeat renters coming back to us, and they were even going onto my old account and messaging me and finding me, and I give them, our one account where we have them all now. So again, make sure that you guys are going to be ready for this, because big car companies are going to get an influx, and there's going to be people that are looking at the prices and it doesn't make sense. So they're going to find other measurements, other places to really rent. Guess where they're going to go? Back to Turo. So get ready, hook it up, get your car listed on the Turo platform. If you guys want to experience the boom this 2022 of summer, just like how I experienced it in summer 2021, let me give you a few tips on how to optimize this based on what we've already done. And trust me, I've been in the trenches every day the last 9 months for this business. Between me and my partner, I am operating as a big part of the operator, managing our team that does a lot of the heavy work and the labor, which is I'm so grateful for, by the way. But to be able to operate this and grow this and sustain it, it takes another level of thinking. So you guys are learning from someone that's legit operating in the trenches every day. Number one is car maintenance. Make sure that your car is maintained, ready. You got the fluids, the oils all checked out, checking your lights, get everything done. I actually created a video with our personal mechanic, so you guys can tap into that on how to really have your car maintained. And I give you guys a pretty simple step to make sure, if you're not a mechanic, you don't know too much about cars. The average person does, but these are very simple things that you can get done. And I also recommend the shop that we do it, the type of company that does it for us, that services for us. They have been great. They do it for our whole fleet. So car maintenance, make sure you guys get your car ready to run, because it's going to run and make you some profit this summer. Number two is you want to be able to optimize your drop-offs when it comes to locations. We like to do it within a 10-mile radius. I know that sounds like a lot, but in Vegas, it's not too big. So we like to optimize for 10. Sometimes we did some 15 just to see how far out. But we like to do it, just from our base. And obviously our airport is, I think, about 7-8 miles away, but yeah, it's within the radius. So we like to optimize based on that. So then when we're doing drop-offs, so you could do drop-offs, you could charge, you could do for free. If you do free drop-offs, you're definitely gonna get a lot of booking, but it may not be worth it for you. Okay, we charge over $100 per drop-off, so make sure you guys optimize your drop-offs. Optimize it. If you want to go lower, we started off $40 to $60 when we just got started on the platform. Now we're doing it over $100 because we know our worth. We built up our account, but when you're just starting off, create a small fee. Anywhere from $40 to $60 is solid. People are willing to pay that. Doesn't seem like it's too much, but optimize your drop-offs for your city. Number three, the last thing, is your daily rates. I think as you are going day in, day out, I usually don't, but especially in hot seasons right now, I'm optimizing pretty much our rates daily. And I know it seems like a lot of work, but it's worth it just to get cars booked and make sure we get the right pricing. I rarely change certain vehicles, because like a lot of our economies, because they get booked for a high top, like pretty much the top. Like we're giving a minimum, and they're getting booked for anywhere from $40 to $50, which is a blessing. So you're going to want to optimize your daily rates, especially going into the summer, opening up. People are already planning for the summer, starting in like April, May. Some people always plan their summers early. It's just how like people work. So during the summer, make sure you're optimizing your prices, looking at what's going on in the marketplace, what people are renting for. And if your car is sitting, that's going to be a surprise, because again, it should, depending on your marketplace, it should be getting booked a lot. Okay, so make sure you guys are optimizing, especially if you know that a weekend there's going to be something big coming on in your city. You want to make sure that you can get the most, even though, because people are going to rent. people will rent. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. Yeah, hopefully this makes sense. I wanted to make this concise, straight to the point. And if you guys want to watch the best booking hacks from a power host, watch that video. I'll pretty much be dropping how to get a solid listing. I talk about pricing. I talk about a few different hacks to get your listing to get booked. Okay, so check that out. If you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and tap in, ask any questions in the comments. Y'all have a blessed week. Take care. Bye-bye.